Hello everyone and welcome to this economics lesson. In our last video we discussed the graphical approach of determining equilibrium, and as I promised we are going to examine the second method, that is the mathematical approach. And what a better way to do it than with these two equations. A couple of things I want you to note here. First, I said in order to determine equilibrium, the general rule is to equate the quantity demanded with the quantity supplied. But here we don't know which is the quantity demanded, which is the quantity supplied. It's okay, you can just equate the two, but sometimes you can be asked which of the two equation is quantity demanded or which of the two equation is quantity supplied. The way to understand that is to examine the relationship between Q and P in the equation. So in this first equation, we have a negative sign, and in the second equation, we have a positive sign. So the relationship between quantity and price in the first equation is negative. That means when prices are up, the quantity demanded are low. So what that tells you is that that is a what? That is demand. The law of demand states that when prices are high, quantity demanded are low. So this first equation is Q, quantity demanded. Obviously, the second question becomes the quantity supplied. But if you want to know, the relationship between Q and P is positive. That means when prices are high, the suppliers will supply more, so the quantity supplied will also be high. So how do we solve this equation? I said we equate the two. So we have QD, QS. So we equate, we say that 550 minus 266P should be equal to 1526 plus 240P. So we make P the subject. So that 550 minus 1526 should be equal to 240P plus 266P. So if you minus the two, we are going to get 2024 should be equal to 506P. Making P the subject, we have 2024 divided by 506P. So we get 4. So our equilibrium price is 4, depending on which country you are and the currency. If it's $1, it's $4, 4 euros, whatever. So to find the equilibrium Q, we use this 4 and substitute in any of our two equations. So if you use the first equation, quantity demanded, going to have that 550 minus 266 into bracket 4. We're going to get 2486 units of quantity demanded. Quantity supplied, we do the same, 1526 plus 240 into bracket 4, and we also going to get 2486 units. So we are getting the same units because this is what? This is the equilibrium. where quantity demanded is equals to quantity supplied. So that's why the two are the same. So that is the easier way of determining or using mathematical approach to determine the equilibrium. If you don't get the same units, then you'll have missed something in your calculations, but normally you should get the same units. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in my next video.